Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
ウィル・スミスにやられました。
Wow, dude. It was a G.I. Jane joke.
G.I. ジェーンのジョークだったんです。
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television.
テレビ史上最高の場面でしょうか。
So we are here to give a documentary out, to give an Oscar out.
Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Cannot believe that happened. I cannot believe. Welcome to Magic Hour with Paul Chappell. That, my friends, was Will Smith rocking Chris Rock. Oh, God. Chris Rock was right. That will be one of the greatest nights, not in the history of mankind, but in the history of the Oscars, which Oscars are trash, people. Let's be honest about this. And of course, this happened when I was at work. Oh, I miss all the good stuff. Or I would have had a video of this hours ago. I really don't respect the Oscars at all. It's always the wrong people who win. There's just so much campaigning behind the scenes you don't even know about. So it's just a stupid ceremony. I have no interest in watching. But despite what anybody says about this incident, it was not okay for Will Smith to do what he did. Now, I've been checking Twitter, looking at the hashtags. There was a hashtag earlier about protect black women. Because apparently, if you don't already know, you have to be in a cave if you haven't been seeing anything about this. Maybe you just woke up, but it's on all the major news networks and web pages and whatnot. Even on I think on USA Today, it's like the top. It even pushed the Ukraine war out of the top headlines. Maybe not on Fox News, but it's at the top here on top Fox News, on CNN. It's right here on the right. So it was a big deal. And what happened was, let me just go ahead and play. Let me see if I can actually find the joke he told that got Will so upset. So let's go ahead and watch that.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
Okay, so the joke here is that Jada Pinkett Smith shaved her head. She has alopecia. I don't know whether Chris Rock knew about that. Probably didn't. It's not really that great of a joke. It's not that funny. But the joke is that she shaved her head. Now she looks like Demi Moore from G.I. Jane, and I guess she's going to make, the joke is you're going to make the sequel to G.I. Jane because you have a shaved head. Will was seen laughing. A lot of people bring this up, but I don't really think he was laughing at the joke. What happens when you're at these award shows, and I have been at award shows when I was an artist back in high school. When you're at an award show, you're so into your own head, you will laugh at anything. If there's a presenter or a host, you will laugh at anything they say because all you're thinking about is whether you're going to get your award, what you're going to say. You're nervous. So I think the laughter you saw from Will Smith was kind of nervous laughter. He really wasn't laughing at the joke, but he probably looked over at Jada and saw that she was not laughing, and something got into him that made him go up there and slap Chris. Now, as I said before, this is not okay. What this tells me is that there is something serious going on with Will, and I had the idea that he had a darker side a few months ago. I think he released a book or something, and he told his story about wanting to kill his father. And I thought, wait a minute, way too much information there, Will. I kind of was turning sour on Will Smith already. I'm not just saying that because of this incident and want to appear wise or whatever, but I had a very bad feeling about him. And then, he went on to explain how I guess him and Jada have an open relationship and that she did cheat on him. So my first reaction to hearing about this last night at work was that he did this over Jada Pinkett Smith, because I do not like Jada Pinkett Smith. Why would you? I mean, I understand she's the mother of his children, but to have so much emotion for a woman that cheated on you and admitted it, it's just not the fact that she cheated on him. He's an international superstar and she cheated on him. Everybody in the world knows that she cheated on him. So my theory here is that Will has been undergoing some emotional issues. Some of it has to do with being isolated in the pandemic. He's even talked about that, how he gained a lot of weight and whatnot. I'm sure it probably wasn't good for his mental health. There's a lot of people that have problems adjusting during the pandemic. So my theory is that my wife hasn't never cheated on me, as far as I know. I'm sorry, that's a bad joke. Okay, but there was a point in our relationship where I misinterpreted a text message. Now we were having problems at the time. I will admit that. I did something I shouldn't have done. I read her text messages. So I found a text message from a guy, and it turned out to be nothing. But the way, I read it, but I didn't read any of the comments after. So I misinterpreted the comment this guy made to her, and I thought she was cheating on me. Okay. The rage I felt just thinking my wife may have been cheating on me. The blow to my ego, to my masculinity, all those things. I never want to experience that type of emotion ever again. It's horrific. And I think Will has been through that, but on a larger scale, because like I said, he is a public figure. When all your business is out there for the whole world to see, it's got to be stressful. It's got to be, trying to hold on to your relationship and make it work in the face of those odds. It's got to be very traumatic. He's dealing with that, and it just boiled over into something that, he's already emotional, hoping, because you may not remember this, maybe you do. They boycotted the Oscars a few years ago, him and his wife. And back then, Chris Rock made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith. Somewhere along the lines of, how can Jada Pinkett Smith, how did that joke go? How can she boycott the Oscars when she's on television? Because she's not even in any movies. You're boycotting the Oscars and you're a television star? That didn't make a lot of sense to him, so he made that joke. Because I guess Will didn't get nominated for, I think the movie's called Concussion or something. I forget what the name. It was a movie about CTE. Anyway, so there was already a little bit of animosity probably uh, toward Chris Rock because of those jokes he told at that whatever the Oscars that was. Um, so I just think it just Will's been having these problems behind the scenes. You know, you never truly know what people are going through behind closed doors. He felt a certain way. He looked over at his wife, saw how offended she was, knowing that, you know, it's not her fault she has this condition. And he responded the way he did. So, yes, I can see clearly why he did that. But as I said before, even though I understand it, it is not okay. Because I guarantee you this is going to be more fodder for all the racists who said all black men are violent thugs, even Will Smith, who, as far as I know, did not grow up in poverty. I think Will Smith grew up in a middle-class environment. So the fact that he grew up in such an environment and still is kind of acting like a thug, it's going to tarnish his reputation. I don't really see this working out in his favor. Now, I do see it working out in Chris Rock's favor just because, I mean, how many jokes are they going to tell about this incident? How many jokes is Chris Rock going to tell about this incident? It's going to be wild to see what happens to Chris Rock after this. And a lot of people say, oh, he shows so much composure. I mean, it's even trending on Twitter here. Kudos to Chris Rock on how to handle it. I didn't think he really handled it as well. He was stumbling over his words and whatnot after it happened. He did keep his composure. I mean, he could have just started crying or something. But you know, I mean, what do you expect? He's a performer. He's been performing for decades now. He's probably been heckled God knows how many times. And it looks to me like he's probably even been hit before, the way he reacted. But you know, he's a professional. How do people expect Chris Rock to react to something like that? I was just surprised security didn't try to secure Will or something. Somebody. I mean, there's even a video of what happened right after the slap between commercial break, and people are just, you know, let's just watch it. People are just milling about like nothing happened, almost.
Yeah, I think so, but I can't feel the surfer.
Okay, I'm not going to play that because I get caught. Sure, I'm going to get copyright problem with that music playing. But suffice to say, he's being comforted by Denzel here. But not right there, but right here, and Tyler Perry early in the clip. It's hard to see, but yeah. So I don't think the problem with this for Will Smith is that everything he's done in his career has been positive. Everything he did in his music career was positive. I remember my father who probably didn't like rap music too much, liking Parents Just Don't Understand. He thought Will Smith was phenomenal. And coming from my father, that was high praise. My father was not easily impressed. So I don't see how this is going to work out too well for Will Smith and his reputation. Not that he needs to worry financially. I mean, the guy's set. I mean, he's probably, as far as I know, he's a multi-millionaire. I also liked the reactions. These are supposedly reactions to everybody as they're watching this. The thing that struck me more than anything was the fact that Mel Gibson was in the audience. And the reason I bring up Mel Gibson is this man has said some hideous things. He had his own rage issues with his former girlfriend, and he is still in Hollywood making movies. I only bring this up because if Mel Gibson can recover from his incidents, Will Smith can. But the only thing I will say about that is that the bar is a little bit higher when you're black. Because black people have had to, any actor has had to, walk this tightrope between, scaring white people and entertaining them. They're always, trying to balance that. And this does not really help in his favor. A white guy, Alec Baldwin, whomever, can lose, Mel Gibson, they can lose their temper and be forgiven. But this, with black actors, we just run into this stereotype. Like I said, the racists are going to have a field day with this. So I'm just a little bit worried about Will and what's going to happen. I don't see it working out too well. He might have to take some time off. I'm sure he'll be back. I'm calling out. There's probably going to be an apology to Chris Rock. I don't see how he's going to get around that. He's going to have to apologize. This is not acceptable behavior. But boy, this is probably the most entertaining thing that ever happened at the Oscars, and that's saying a lot. But that's all I got. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and hopefully I'll be posting a little bit more in the future. But I will see you when I see you. Thanks for watching.